one of my subscribers recommended me this movie that you see in the title of this video. So I decided to Google it and saw that it's currently streaming on Tubi. And then when I watched it, all I have to say is that if Good Luck Miss Wyckoff was made today, everybody and their mama would lose their collective shit over this film. Because, well, it starts off innocent, but then it gets real extreme later on. And normally when I do my movie reviews, recently I just use a picture and talk over it, but I don't want a copyright strike from YouTube, and a lot of pictures that I Googled are not family friendly, nor are they YouTube friendly. I'm just going to leave it at that. Just go Google Good Luck Miss Wyckoff and you see what I'm talking about. And it's possibly no way for me to talk about this film without spoiling it, so spoilers, there you go. Now, the movie starts off with our character, Evelyn Wyckoff. And as she's going home, she sees the words, Miss Wyckoff loves black guys, written in chalk on the sidewalk in front of her residence. Now, that's not really what it says. Go Google it for yourself to see what it says. I'm just telling you the nice version of it, right? So now we go to the events that led up to why this is being said about her. As you see, Evelyn is a successful Latin teacher at her high school. She's well respected. She takes up for her students, her faculty, her fellow co-workers. They all respect her, right? I mean, she fought against segregation to get black kids integrated into school in Freedom, Kansas. And like I say, and it's ironic that this town is called Freedom, Kansas, when there's a lot of racist people that live there, right? And she also fought to get one of her fellow teachers not fired because he is a follower of Karl Marx and his beliefs in communism and whatnot. But Evelyn just feels so empty on the inside. One night at dinner, she has a mental breakdown, so she goes and sees her doctor. And her doctor has concluded that she is suffering from premature menopause. Now, let's keep in mind, Evelyn is a 35-year-old woman who's still a virgin. She has never been married. She's never been touched. Never been in any type of intimate relationship at all. So her doctor recommends that she go see a psychiatrist in Wichita, Kansas. Upon going to Wichita, Kansas, the bus driver by the name of Ed, he starts flirting with her. And then later on, he, has a cup of coffee with her and tells her that he's attracted to her. And even though he's married, he still wants to have an affair with her. Now, Evelyn is unsure, but her psychiatrist is like, look, everybody has their needs. All humans have their needs or whatnot. So the next time she goes to Wichita, well, Ed is gone. Quit his job, left town, left his wife, as per what the new bus driver tells her. So back at home at Freedom, Kansas, back in her hometown, everything's going well. Throughout this whole time, we're getting to see Evelyn, make adjustments of being comfortable with herself. But unfortunately, one day, she gets assaulted. I almost said the dreaded R word, which YouTube would probably cancel this whole video for. She gets assaulted by the janitor, Rafe, who also happens to be a black guy. Hence the reason why at the beginning of the movie, it said that Miss Wyckoff loves black guys, okay? And not only does he do it once, but he does it more than once. And he ends up abusing her. And at one point, both of them actually get called in the act by two white students. And everybody starts spreading rumors about her throughout the whole town. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I felt bad for Evelyn, saying when all that stuff was happening to her. And a lot of times, we could see ourselves in Evelyn's shoes of being somebody who, you're good at your job. You always put other people's needs, above your own. But deep down inside, you feel like, am I not good enough? What's wrong with me? Like, Am I ugly? What's going on? How come I still feel empty on the inside? And one bad incident, one bad day, ends up changing that for her, turning her life all around. And then when the word gets out, everybody that she took up for, friends, family, the whole town turns their back on her. And I ain't gonna lie to you, that part right there pissed me off, and it showed me that human beings are trash as hell. They are very garbage. People love to kick you down at your lowest. And I don't know what was worse. Her being assaulted by Rafe, her being betrayed by everybody in her hometown, ending up losing her job and having to leave town at the end of the movie. Like I said, I was going to spoil it. Or both. Aaron, trust me, when I say that Evelyn did not deserve any of the punishment nor abuse that she got in that movie at all. And speaking of Rafe, Rafe was a piece of shit. And I'm going to tell you like this. I don't care what your ethnicity, gender, whatever. If you forcefully force yourself on somebody, you're a piece of shit. I'm just going to say, you just a piece of shit. You're a garbage ass human being, straight up. But overall, Evelyn gathers her belongings, gathers her things. Oh, and also, by the way, she loses her home because she gets evicted by the landlord, which I call bullshit on too. And she starts her life anew at the end of the movie. Well, right after she thinks about taking her own life, but realizes it ain't even worth it. But overall, this movie was definitely an experience for me, if you ask me. I mean, it was parts of it that did piss me off and made me realize that, like I said again, people are trash. And people love to kick you when you're down. They will keep kicking you when you're down, even if you do a lot for them more than you do for yourself. But overall, I'm glad that Evelyn did, leave town at the end of the movie. I'm glad that she went to start her life anew elsewhere. The movie cuts off right then and there. She's about to catch a train. And unfortunately, Rafe, he doesn't suffer any of the consequences of his actions. And being the fact that this movie is also set in the 1950s when Jim Crow was at an all-time high, I was thinking like, yeah, this is definitely a movie because in real life, well, I'm not going to say, but put two and two together. But overall, Good Luck, Miss Wyckoff was a viewing experience. So for anyone that's seen this film, feel free to comment at the bottom. And if you haven't seen it, give it a try, give it a look-see if you want to. But other than that, that's my review of Good Luck, Miss Wyckoff from 1979. Just saying.